Good morning. I am Professor Rajendra Prasad, Director Medical Education and Professor Department of Pulmonary Medicine, ERAS Lucknow Medical College, Lucknow. I have been former Director, VALLABH PATEL Chest Institute, Delhi, and I have been also former Professor and Head, Department of Pulmonary Medicine, King George's Medical University, Lucknow. Today is 17th March. Whole of the world is celebrating World Sleep Day today. World Organization of Sleep has given this call to organize World Sleep Day to make people awareness about the sleep. As you know that sleep is essential component of the life, like food, like exercise, but people usually not aware about it. You also know that around 30% of your time you spend during sleep. You should also know that it's a global epidemic. Sleep disorders are a global epidemic. It has been estimated that around 45% of the people globally, they are suffering from one or other sleep disorders. Before I talk to you what are the sleep disorders, let me say you need a good sleep, you need an unfragmented sleep, and you need a good sleep for your good health and quality of life. Among many conditions, being a chest physician, we are more interested in obstructive sleep apnea. Again, I may say that awareness of obstructive sleep apnea is very low. I still remember in 2005, state of Uttar Pradesh, first time we developed a sleep lab in Department of Pulmonary Medicine in KGMU, Lucknow. Since then, we are spreading the message about obstructive sleep apnea. What is obstructive sleep apnea? Actually, when one sleeps during night, there is obstruction to the breathing and breathing stops for more than 10 seconds, then we call sleep apnea. And that is how it happens whole night, and that sleep becomes fragmented. Now, who develops sleep apnea? That is very essential to know. People who are obese, people who are heavy snorers, people who have hypertension, diabetes, they are the people who are likely to have sleep apnea. What are the symptoms? As I said, obesity, it looks from outside, and snoring. Snoring is one. In one of my study which we published way back in 2009 or 10, that about 35% of Indian population, they are heavy snorers. So, heavy snoring is one of the symptoms. These are the nighttime symptoms. But what happens in daytime? If your sleep is fragmented, not good, it is being there sleep apneic spell, then you have daytime sleepiness. If I ask any patient, do you have daytime? Nobody will answer. So, there are various scales are there by which we measure patient have daytime sleepiness or not. One of the highest example of the daytime sleepiness is people can sleep while driving, and you can understand it may lead to automobile accident. It is very surprising. You must know that it is sleep apnea is one of the major cause of automobile accidents. So, how it is diagnosed? It is diagnosed by what we call as sleep test, sleep study. In science, we call it as polysomnography, when we use multiple channels to record sleep, whole of the events in the sleep whole night, and then we analyze, and if the obstructive sleep apnea is there, the apnea hypopnea index is usually more than 5. It is not only apnea hypopnea index which is treated. If apnea hypopnea index is more than 5 and people have symptoms, especially the daytime symptoms, quality of life is issue, there are many other diseases. So, then we treat also. You can treat obstructive sleep apnea. So, what I am trying to say, early recognition, if you are a heavy snorer, if you are obese, if your collar neck size is more than 42 centimeters, then chances of having an obstructive sleep apnea is very high. You must consult some of the sleep specialists, get yourself diagnosed and get treated. Thank you very much.